Here. Hello and happy May, our first meeting for the month of May together. I'm so excited to see your faces. For those of you I haven't seen in a while, you're looking gorgeous. Well, there's a lot going on this month. So we know we're in the middle of it. You probably know half of it already. So we're going to have some sharing. We were sharing earlier before we started recording some great ideas and things that you guys are doing this month already and your successes. So we want to hear about that for sure. But for those of you who weren't able to join us, we are recording for you and for replay for those who want to go back and watch. So let's get started. We're going to do a little bit of a, let me see if I put that in here. Okay. All right. I have a little intro I'm going to do. Okay, so let's go there. We're going to share screen. You know me, I got my slides together to keep me on track. All right. So how are we all doing?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. All right, so this is our Beelicious District May Team Meetup. What I thought I'd start with is just a little bit of showing what we did last month. And you guys did get the news slides in your email. So you guys should all have seen that, right?
Yes. Okay,
good. Please tell me you're looking at it because I put a lot of work into it. You guys just saw the May? Okay. What I did was extracted just our team numbers off of there to share. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, Wanda, if you can see that, or if you know, if you can't see it, let me know. And I want you to talk about your team. And then Doris, if you can see that, I want you to talk about your team. And then I'll talk about my team. Can you see it?
Wow. Yes, Renee, I've been giving you gifts. I didn't even know you were number one. Renee, congratulations, Renee. You are number one consultant in the group. So Renee has 524. She's a buzzing bee princess, a buzzing princess. And then Charlotte did 464. Dion did 458. And Darlette did 453. Barbara Bernard did 450. Joyce Robinson did 450. And Janisa did 329. Oh, Pearl Devers did 234. Cynthia did 99. Congratulations to Sylvia, 66. And Augusta put in a 52 order, paid a 52 order. Oh, congratulations, everyone. I am very impressed with the group. Our totals were 4,515, and our paid total was 4,371.
Yes, that was excellent. You have the top in sales for the month. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I put your retail sales, which is what your retail sales were for the month, and then what your paid sales were. And we usually work off of the paid, but I wanted to see the difference because sometimes there's something in one or the other column, if not both columns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. So you had all buzzing princess bees.
Yes.
Awesome. Congratulations. I think Renee stepped away, so she didn't hear you.
Oh, thank you for letting me know, because I had given her a gift, but I didn't realize. I always try to, recognize the top person. And I was going to go and check and see who it was. And now I know. Thank you for letting me know.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Okay. Doris?
Okay, so we have Doris Davis with $780. Those large bottles of oils, I tell you, people are just coming out of the woodwork ordering from her for those. So she's a buzzing princess for the month of April. And there's Doris Deer, she's also a buzzing princess. And Sandra Gardner, $466, the buzzing princess. And my favorite, Elsa, $463, buzzing princess.
Yay.
Yay! And Rosalie Head, even though she's in the hospital right now, she's doing $386. And Mary Woods, 344, Daphne, 340, and Nelly, 125. And then Tisha, she actually did paid retail of $50.
Awesome, awesome.
Awesome. And with our team, keep Daphne in your prayers. Her 95-year-old transitioned the other day, and she went home to be with the Lord.
Who did? I'm sorry?
Daphne's mom.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, she was with us when we went to the to Anaheim. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. We'll definitely keep her in prayer.
Yeah.
Remember Elsa? They had their room together.
Yes, but what
Yes.
happened? I couldn't make out what she said.
Daphne, the one that came with us and brought her mother. Her mother is 95. Her mother transitioned to be with the Lord.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as far as the managers, Wanda, you were Princess Bee, so you had top in sales of 812, and then Doris, you had 574, and you sponsored a new consultant, Sally Jane Martin.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, congratulations. So Team Michelle, oh, and you guys didn't talk about your VIPs. Wanda, you have 4 VIPs, and Doris, you have 1, and 1 new one we're going to hear more from later. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And Team Michelle, we have 3 VIPs. We're working on more. And Kay is our Princess Bee with 842. Then myself, Sandra Han, which you guys probably have seen before. She lives out that way where you guys are. Been long-term consultant, 529, excuse me.
Good.
Mother Mary, 461, all buzzing princesses bees. And then I sponsored Denise Pope, who I thought was joining us tonight, but she is one of our new consultants. So we're excited to have her and welcome her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have 3,092 in paid retail sales. So our district total for April was $10,993. So we did a great job getting over the 10K mark. So that's fabulous.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So this was something that I had in our news, but I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of in line with what we see that's exciting in the May action in the catalogs. And we kind of were talking about some of that stuff earlier. And in line with that, I think that can go with what you're doing this month and how the sales are doing so well. So far this month. So if we like, let's start with Elsa. Elsa, share a little bit on the recording.
Yeah.
What you're excited about in the May action and catalog, which kind of goes along with what we were talking about earlier.
I'm excited with the skincare specials, the prices that we have, the colognes, the sets that are available for the men for next month for Father's Day. Also the sun block, the sun spray, and the cooling, the special for that. Those are great specials that we can get orders for this month to send to our clients. And through Jafra, you know how we have the samples. It's good to order them and get those out to our clients, give them out to as many people as you can too, and you'll get orders. I had already the order that I have placed, and I already received it. I had 3 orders of the Revitalize set this month.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. and that's just with just sharing. And then I had other, of course, orders that I got. And it was just through contacting my clients and just sending them samples. The money that was spent last month for sending the little packages that I sent with catalogs of this month, and also the samples were worth it. You know, I already did 1,000.
Yeah.
1,027.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm placing another order tonight, so that's gonna be
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
That's good.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Sending books out monthly with a little sample has been working
Mhm.
well. And then you're getting ready for your baskets for Father's Day.
Correct, yes.
Mhm.
Very good, very good.
Yes.
Smart, very smart. All right.
Absolutely.
Anybody else want to share?
I'm loving our new legend men's cologne. I am loving that. I had 4, they're all gone. And so I have to order more. So everyone that smells it, they just fall in love with it.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So
I gotta say that the Jafra makes wonderful products. You know, that's why we all love them, because all the colognes, perfumes, they smell divine.
Mhm,
And not just saying that because I'm a consultant, it's just they're wonderful.
mhm.
Yes.
Amazing
Yes.
products. It makes it easy for us to share with everybody.
mhm,
True.
yeah,
All the way down to the babies.
yes, all the way down to the babies.
That's
And
right.
and the prices, because have you gone in the stores lately to purchase colognes? I mean, they can get what, $4 for one, almost in a department. Yeah.
Prices are really good, yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. I got an order from the teller in the bank, and she ordered 5 colognes. So she got 5 colognes because there's 2, the autoroms are 2 for 42,
Mhm.
and ordered she ordered the little sweetie. She ordered the sweetie,
Oh, yeah.
and but she spent just like $100 and she got 5 colognes.
Mhm.
Wow,
And
what a deal.
what
Yeah.
a deal. And she was so
Yeah.
excited to tell everybody. I had 2 ladies come together. The mother brought the daughter. And
Uh-huh.
they bought, I don't know how many colognes. So I've already done over $1,000 this month already. And this is what, the 17th.
Yes, that's
Awesome.
fantastic.
Yes, it's really nice. And I agree with Elsa. The fragrances are awesome.
Mhm,
Yes,
mhm.
yes.
And who
Yeah.
said we couldn't sell women's going into Father's Day, right? The ladies
Yeah.
still want to get their colognes.
And, I am so excited because my granddaughter, she likes nothing. And she came to me like, Nana, I'm almost out of my diamond blush. I'm like, really?
That's good. That's good. I love it. I love it.
My granddaughter's in love with the the one in Texas.
Oh, that's my favorite too. I love
That's
it.
But when she goes to work, they said, we know you're here. You have your signature fragrance. So now she has Sharon. Sharon is buying it now because Sharon said, oh, I do like that. And I said, And then, so the ladies that came Saturday, I smelled that one first. And I sold some more weed.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
that's one of my favorite too, and it's a parfum, so it lasts a long time too.
Uh-huh.
I really, really love that.
Yes.
Well, I am in love with these bonus size gold. Oh my God, the size of our body complex for being a VIP, OMG.
Yes.
Love it. You cannot beat this. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. If you don't know what that new VIP shop is, VIPers and aspiring VIPers. Yes. And in the book, pretty much just everything, all the specials, all the gifts with purchase have been very, very popular. Love the special on the almond too. the almond products, the
Yeah.
$19 per item. And super excited for VIP to get that necklace coming up. So those are some exciting things and the action in the catalog for me. We'll catch Renee up when she gets back. So let's go back to our screen. So really, really good. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many of you were able to watch Tuesday training with our makeup artist?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's on replay, Jafra Beauty Insiders. I recommend that you watch it because she did use this cream concealer and showed you how easy it is to contour with it. It was really phenomenal. Very, 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 very nice. And she didn't even have to put on a makeup base. She used just this and powder.
Wow.
So you really need to watch the replay on that one because I was there, but I'm going to go back and watch the replay again because you always pick up an extra tip. So you really will learn how to contour like a pro. And she does name the colors that she used. And there's some really nice colors. And it, you know, we think contouring is hard. And you see a lot of, YouTubes and just all the time and effort it puts into doing all that, right? And I think it'll shy you away from it, right?
Yes.
Okay. When you watch her do it, it was very simple, very easy, very duplicatable. So you should really, really watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. And these new nude matte lipsticks are pretty phenomenal to be now part of our regular line of lipsticks. So you guys have probably seen that already. And Renee's not here, but I put this one in here because we've got new shades with our nail polishes. Make sure that you know we have 20 shades in total, 11 new colors, 4 nudes, and they say 5 faves. I just recommend that you get the top gel to go with it just to help set it even more. And that'll really, really make your nail polish pop and last even longer. So we were talking about dads. So anybody want to share about these specials? These are suggestions for Father's Day, which will be here before we know it. And I'm glad you guys are thinking ahead.
Yeah, I had one client that ordered the men's set. Now you get a full men's set plus a free Legend cologne with it. I mean, that's an awesome deal.
35% savings is great, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
You get a set and a free cologne for $46. That's a steal.
That's a steal. And then even, you know, like, even if the man, if they're not used to using the products, you know, this is a good way to get them started. You know,
Exactly.
taking
Yes.
care of their skin instead of, you know, just plain old soap and water.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's simplified. It's just 3 products. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And just add an eye cream.
Oh, good. Good.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. And that first set there is a 55% value where you get 3 fragrances. And they're all full-size fragrances. And you get 3 mini. So you get the Exum, and you get the Victus, and you get the Aqua. All 3 of them are full-size fragrances for $54.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can break it up and give 3 Father's Day gifts and still only $54. And that would be the cost of 1 fragrance.
Right. And they're not showing it there, but that purchase with purchase, they can add a shower gel with it for $11. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And I've been talking to some people and they was like, well, I'm not married. And then, well, you got brothers, you got sons, you know, graduates, you know, it's, you know, and that's reasonable, you know, like once you can break it up into 3 gifts and, you know, just to give a little something to say, I'm thinking about you.
Yeah. Teachers, the mailman.
Yeah.
Yeah. UPS guy, the FedEx guy. They've read it all day long. They want to
Great
know.
idea, yes.
Yeah.
I think you have the same one a lot of times, you know.
That's right.
Now, are you guys posting these on your social media? Are you taking the snippets that we have in our back office and advertising these? Because these are great deals, and or you know how to snip it out of the book, you can snip it out of the book and post it. Are you guys doing any of that?
I posted sorry,
That's okay.
the sunblock ones today, but
Okay.
I need to do the Father's Day ones.
Mm-hmm.
Colognes for Father's Day.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I just sent an e-blast out through MailChimp, and I think I put it in our WhatsApp. It's on, you can always find mine on my business page, because I always link it to my business page if you ever want to see them and you aren't on WhatsApp. And in there, I did something different. I talked about getting gifts. I always do the specials that the company puts out every week.
Mhm.
And I thought I dropped the seed to start thinking about gift giving. You kind of gave me this idea. I think it was you, Wanda, where people buy your gifts and you just stash them in your gift basket. So you have gifts all year round. So I was planting that seed for clients to start thinking when specials are on sale, you know, if you don't need it immediately, think ahead. An early Christmas present or birthday present, graduation present, and just kind of stash it away. And you always have, for clients, they always have something to go to for gifts, you know, especially when it's a great sale. So
Yeah.
these are things, you know, sometimes you think it's a little early May to start thinking about Christmas, but this is a really good special. You can have what, 3 gifts, 4 gifts in one, and so forth. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So very, very good. Okay, let me see, what else do we have? And in talking about Father's Day, we talked a little bit about up your clients, your client service by asking what you're posting, but somebody want to read those off? Because these are some really great ideas for upping your client service.
Father's Day is Sunday, June 19.
Mm-hmm.
Post gift ideas 2 to 3 times a week. Share the new Legend Pride video. Hand out new fragrance vial samples. Create a tribute post. Let your clients help you sell.
Okay, so who's doing, I know we mentioned some of that, but who's doing any of that with any ideas that they want to share at this point? Have you guys shared the video on your pages?
I still don't know how to do that.
To do the link, okay, you just drop the link into your post like you're doing a picture,
Mhm.
and it'll show up, and just take the link out, it'll stay, and then write your content.
Okay, thank you.
That's how you do it. Like,
That's especially on Facebook. It won't do it on Instagram.
yeah, on Facebook. I think you're on Facebook. You're doing more Facebook now. I haven't tried. You're supposed to be able to put videos on Instagram.
You can.
Only in the story.
Only in the story? Okay.
Well, you have to start with the story and then send it to your post.
Okay. Okay.
Especially if it's active, if it's, you know.
Okay, we'll have to try that then and see. Because I know from my business page, I can post on to Instagram, and it seems like I've added a video on there. I haven't done that video. I'll have to see if I can do that video. I have that video on my business page on Facebook, but we'll double check. And what do you guys think about let your clients help you sell? What could you do around that?
Good idea.
Referrals,
Mm-hmm.
like have them also give testimonials.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good, good.
Yes. My granddaughter posted on her page that she received her Jafra order from Jafra, and that her grandmother sells Jafra, and put my information in her post.
Perfect.
Oh, nice.
That's a perfect idea. Love it. We should do more of that and ask our clients, do they mind that? Some people will offer, rarely will offer. You know, if they're into that, they may say, hey, you want me to post this on the page? You want me to advertise this for you? But 9 times out of 10, they don't. We have to ask.
Ask.
Good. That's good. I like that. Any other ideas before we move on? All right, cool. Let's go to the next one. This is something that you do not want to miss out on. This is interaction. So for a demo, those of you who are in love with the essence, for $30 is commissionable. You'll get the scented note cards and an essence fragrance for $30.
Yeah.
And then you can get both. You get 1 and 2. The other one is the bath and shower with some cards, note cards, and the body butter for $42. So together, this is $72 value. If you total up all this, it's way more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for our hostess, I really like the Jafra Spa Duo. It's non-commissionable, but it's still a good price.
Mhm.
Mhm. Very good. Did you guys like that offer?
Yes.
I love the way these cards, you know.
Yeah. Okay, and our opportunity, how are we doing with sharing our $10 kit? Because we don't know if we'll have it back.
Now, I took a picture from the action.
Mhm.
I put it on the Instagram, and I have gotten some responses, so maybe somebody will actually follow through.
There is a interactive, and I did put this on Instagram, Renee. It's like a GIF, and it was the one that we had for it's the one that we had for the $10 kits. I don't know if you guys saw that in the back office. Let me show you really quick. Can you still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. It's this one. Oh, it's got to download. This is interactive. This one went on Instagram, and I put this on there. Hold on, it came down here. Hold on. It's to me every time. Can you guys still see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let me start it over. So this one, this is on my Instagram. This is a good one to post because it's showing all the kits with some verbiage. So you can grab that right here, download it and use it right from here. So there's several more, but that's a good one too. Okay, so right now, off the top of your head, can you think of 3 people that you think would benefit from joining Jafra this month for $10? Write them down. Write those 3 people down. I'm doing it too. All right. And what I want you to do is reach out to those 3 people and chat with them. And if it's not them, then do they know anyone that could benefit from adding a side gig, additional income, another stream of wealth to their household? And then go from there. Offer it to, you can start with offering it to them first and then say, do you know? Because sometimes when we do that, they say, well, I can't. Because you're asking about somebody else. And I put that in my news email too. Do you know anybody, just like I said, and I put the link to the opportunity and I said, there's a finder's fee gift if they join. So just an idea.
Mhm.
So very important too, once we do bring in our new consultants, that they know, as you know, we want them to become a qualified new consultant, but we also want to make sure that they know
Mhm.
about these 4 offers here. And if that means just going to the flip book that you can download from the back office, if you don't have the book for them to show, or some kind of a way to let them know, because I'd rather let them know up front than for them to say, hey, I didn't know I could get this and this, and how come no one ever told me? So
Right.
whether they take advantage of it or not, it is so important to offer this as well as the new consultant packs, because they can never blame you for something they see later down the line because they didn't take advantage of it because you told them.
Right.
You gave them the opportunity to take advantage of it as a new consultant.
Mhm.
All right, if anybody else has any other ideas or things that they've done to meet people to, oh, Renee dropped off, maybe she had to go, that you're using for sharing the opportunity, feel free to share. Any other ideas? Okay. What I really love is the gifts that we can get when we bring in new consultants. Now that we still have cash bonuses, you guys, and we don't know if they're going to continue. I hope they do, but we don't know. I think the more we do in this arena, the more they'll keep the cash coming. And just for one new qualified new consultant, I mean, I'm loving the brush holder with the brushes.
One.
And then 2 consultants, a $40 bonus. Okay, think of for a minute, just imagine, what would you do with a $400 bonus? What would you buy? Think about it.
Denise Pope is joining.
Oh, good, thank you. So that is something to think about. And again, these don't happen unless they are a qualified new consultant. So it's very important. So what do we say to somebody who says, you know, I just can't do $450 right now. It's not in my budget. What would you do?
This, we work on their getting started party where they can either pass out books and get, or they can Facebook party where or a Zoom party,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be their opening, grand opening, where they could make the money to purchase extra for the, and then have product that they can sell for full price, because getting a great deal on those consultant packs.
Exactly. Yeah. So you would recommend them doing a launch party or a grand opening or some fun name. Just awesome.
Yes.
And then that way they could take advantage of the consultant pack. What's nice about that, they do a launch party, they'll make money, and then they can still get this kit within their first month. And they still have the sales that they would have from their party. So this is a double whammy. Do it 50% here. So yeah, plus they're gonna see instant earnings.
Yes.
Which is super exciting. So definitely.
Yes.
Definitely, yeah, I agree. Any other ideas? What else could we do to help them get their 450 if they say, I just don't have that to invest? I mean, this costs more than that to start most businesses. And not only that, you're getting with this 450, you're getting over $1,000 in some of those kits worth of products that if you sold, you're gonna make way more than you spent. 225, you're gonna be making more like 70 or 80% of what you spent back if you sold everything. Mhm. Another way to look at it.
Awesome.
Mhm. All right, any other ideas or ready to move on? Good? Okay. I really, really, really like this. Hey Denise, welcome. How are you?
Hello there. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
Oh, okay. I turned my mic on. I turned the camera off. I just got off work.
That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Well, we're glad you're here. This was,
Glad to be here.
oh, thank you. Thank you. This was meet their needs when sharing Jafra. So product lover, potential consultant, not ready to build a business, but loves the product. Talk about the saving money, mention the bonus sizes, and speak about family shopping. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Potential consultant, interested in having their own business, so you keep the opportunity simple. Ask questions, let them do most of the talking. Chat about online selling, which is super popular right now.
A nice back.
Oh, thank you. And then help them grow, like Wanda was saying, with a launch party or just training or direction to where the training is. So a little bit more of a breakdown of this. So a product lover, you talk about saving money. It's on everyone's mind these days, right?
Right.
You share the special offers and help them keep some money in their pockets. That's a product lover. I know these are small, so it's hard for you guys to see them, but mention the bonus sizes. Everybody wants products they love. Share the limited time special offers with them. This is for our product lovers. They're not ready to start a business, but they love the products and the opportunity to buy them at a special price. And then family shopping. They can find great quality products like shampoo, deodorant, body wash, baby cream, and other essentials in one place. Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you say? If we're spoiled because we've been doing it for years, but think about when we didn't do it for years. And then we love the product. And so when we find out, oh my God, I can shop from my seat. I don't have to drive and try and find a parking spot. I don't have to drive and get in the crowd at like Walmart or Target or wherever. I can just sit here at home, type away, make my order, and it ships right to my door. Oh my God. Who doesn't want to do that? I don't have to worry about somebody snatching my bag. I don't have to worry about somebody bumping into me. I mean, I'm not antisocial. I love socializing, but I'm just saying this is so super easy, but we have to create that. We have to let them know what we have. So that's your product lover. It's a way to share that with them and talk to them about how they can get their products. Potential consultant. You see a spark in their eye when they speak about the Jafra business. Their eyes roll back and they start thinking, maybe I can. So you want to keep the opportunity simple. Don't overwhelm them. Just talk about selling to friends, family, encourage them to ask for referrals to develop their client list. Everybody on this phone can make a contact list of 100 people. Would you agree? If you were planning a party and you were thinking, who am I going to invite to my party? Your list would be long. So it's the same way with your business. You want to make that contact list. You want to let people know that you just started a new business. And for those of us who have been in for years, we can say we're doing a re-grand opening to the new Jafra for 2022. And then we can just have a new grand opening and sharing of Jafra. I mean, that's not a lie, it's true. We're ever evolving. So it's definitely doable. So we want to keep it simple, because how would you feel if somebody saw you were interested in something? And it happens to us all the time. It happens to me all the time. Every time I go to a vendor event, because people want to grab people that are already doing something. And they start babbling about what their company does. And they're just, they're selling, they're throwing up on you, as Dana and Neil and them say. They just threw up all over you. You're like, oh God, get away. You know, you got to keep it simple. Let them do the talking. Chat about online selling. Talk about the free Jafra personal website, social tools that they will have to promote their business. It's already there for you. A free website. Most companies charge, right, Doris?
Right. That's right.
They
Mhm.
charge you.
They charge
Get it
you.
free. Yeah. We don't have to worry about maintaining it either. Oops, sorry.
Mhm.
It's all taken care of for us.
Yes.
And training at your fingertips in the back office. And I think Denise has already started doing some of the universities.
University. Mhm.
Yes,
Good.
that's good.
Good.
Self-starter, I love it.
Yeah,
I
so-
love it.
Good.
Then you're going to help them grow. Mention the opportunity to build a team and earn commissions on their sales. Let them know that there is support, which we all here to support each other. And then when they're ready to learn more, then you share. All you have to do is let them know where the tools are. A self-starter, like all of us on this call, will go and find those tools.
Yeah.
And we'll go and explore those tools, and we'll learn and absorb like a sponge so that they can have, we might not know everything in the beginning. I don't know everything, and I've been here 40 years.
Yeah.
You learn enough to make you dangerous. As they say, fake it till you make it. Nobody's going to know. You don't know that. And if you don't know, you say, hey, that's a good question. Let me get back to you. Let me get my manager on the phone. Let me get my business partner on the phone, whatever you wanted to do. So I just wanted to share those because I thought this was so good. And I think we missed this in our action. This was awesome information. So any thoughts, any comments? What do you think?
That's great.
Good. Good, good. All right. So going in line with that, how could you build your brand with Jafra's personal website? Who wants to share that? Can you see it? You
Yes.
promote? Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So promote it as your 24/7 store. How many of you tell your clients that you have a store that's open 24 hours, 7 days a week? Do you say that?
I will.
Yes, yes.
I was working on those cards and just the intro. I need an intro, to start. I guess I put the cologne on. I'm waiting for somebody to say something.
Good.
Just maybe lay the book somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do too much at work. That's what I am all day. So I'm constantly thinking about little ways to approach someone.
That's good.
So
Good. Yes, that's the good. That's the start. At your job, can you stick a lotion or something in the bathroom?
well, yeah, I'm going to get some things. Basically, I like the cards, so it has the Jafra, my name consultant in the website.
Mhm.
So if they do see something, oh, here you go, oh, let me introduce myself. I'm a Jafra consultant. And if you happen to like these items or products or colotions or what I'm wearing, you can check it out on the Jafra websites on the card I'm going to give you, and just go from there.
Exactly. And we'll have to talk about you getting a QR code, because if you had a QR code that took them straight there, regardless if you had a business card or not, most people know how to do that, have them scan it right then and there and lock it into their phone, and they would have instant access. Another thing you can do too, before you get your business cards. Yeah, and in the bathroom, once you get if you can, a little basket of samples with your name and website on it is another idea. If you can't really promote it in the office, if you could do something in the restroom. I've gotten lots of business when I've done that in my
Really?
office. Oh yeah, you just get creative with it. And on the bottle, I always say, do not remove, free to use. And then my sticker is always on the back.
Oh, okay.
Or you can even write your phone number on there or your website. And I put it in the Sharpie so it doesn't come off. Yeah, I would do stuff like that in the bathroom.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I last
Good
time I put
ideas.
soap in there, somebody stole it.
Yeah, I have had stuff taken, but I do write all over it. So if they do take it, they see that it doesn't come off. They got to deal with it the whole time.
They just take it home. They don't care. If they're big enough to feel it, they don't care.
Exactly.
I was so surprised. I was like, really?
Far and few. Yeah, far and few though. I've had a couple things taken, but for the most part, it stayed in there.
Oh,
For the
that's
most part,
nice.
it stayed in there because everybody knew it was for everybody to use. Yeah. So we just talked about share your personal website to get online referrals. A QR code would be good too, or just have it, you know, in my phone, I'm able to do like quick notes, I think it's called. And so like when I send you guys text, I don't always sign my name or have to type out my website or whatever. I have it, I go there and then I just hit it and it automatically goes on my text. So
Oh.
find on your phone where you can do that and it'll automatically go.
Okay. I'll
Elevate
check
your business image with your personal website, professional design. So you want to make sure that people know about your personal website. Have it ready. Up your client service with perks for website shoppers. And as you know, the company has that. So who's taking advantage? Who got level 1 or 2 or 3 last 2 months? Because they did this to March. Let me see, February and March. And now we're doing it again for April and May. And do you know what this is? Does anybody know what this is?
Yes.
Did we
Yeah.
lose Wanda?
No, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
got it
see your name.
last time.
Okay.
Okay.
You got level 1?
Yes, I got level 1.
I got level 1 too. So who knows what this is? Who can explain this?
So when someone goes to your website and orders, and you get 4 different people to order within the 2-month period, 4 to 5, you get level 1, and they give it to you free in your order. So it just came in the order. And I was cherishing it. They gave it to me free, and I'm like, oh, this last time it was oatmeal honey hand lotion, regular size. So I was excited about getting it.
I
And
got
then
body lotion.
you got a body lotion? Oh,
A big one.
oh, good.
So they
Good.
must have run out of the hands.
They can see. Yeah, yeah. Oh, good, good. In level 2, if you get 6 to 7 customers ordering customers, you get level 2. And then if you have, and you get level 1 and level 2. And then when you have 8 to 9, you get level 1, 2, and 3. You get all 3. So it pays to have people go on your website and order for us.
Yes, yes. And what about the offers that they're doing? Did you guys see the offer that they did for this week?
Yes.
Okay, that came on your email and a text.
Yes.
Yeah, and so those are designed to share with your clients and let them know, can we get those offers?
No.
Only for our clients, right?
Yes.
Only from a website order.
Oh, okay, online. Okay.
Online. So those are special offers, and I think it's eye pencils for this week. I should have put that on here and I didn't. But it's eye pencils for this week. So be sure you always check your email, check your spam, check your text, because you signed up for it, the company's sending it, and usually on Mondays. Sometimes other days or when the promotionals come. Who's excited about this? Do you know how many orders you have for the month already from clients? How do you know when a client orders from your website?
You get an email.
Yes. So you know when they're ordering because you're going to get an email. And there's another place you can go to find it too, right?
Your back office.
Yep. So we go right here in your back office. You go to your account and you go to order history and you go to client orders. And so you can track them right here. So I have 4. I already earned it. I need 1 or 2 more to go to the next level. Right here.
That's great.
Yep. So that's where you track it. Easy peasy.
That's awesome. My clients won't go to order from my website though. They rather go through me. And I keep trying to have them order through my website and they just won't.
Yeah, it's easier to go
Well,
through
you
you.
know what you know what the solution is for that, Elsa?
What is it? Tell me, because I want to know.
You do it for them. You set up their
Yeah.
account. You set up their account. All you need is their email and you make a passcode. I usually make it a passcode of their last name and a number. Track it somewhere. You're going to have, these are my client orders that I do. And then you order it for them. You just get their credit card information or payment, pay it, and let it ship to them directly. You do it. If they don't want to do it, you do it for them.
Oh, thank
All you have to do is go on your website and create an account for them.
Okay, awesome. I'll do that. I'll tell them. Because remember when we had that, when Jafra did that switch, when they were telling us to have our clients use our website, I think a couple years ago already. And I lost clients because of that, because like they were transitioning, Jafra was transitioning to it. A lot of them didn't get their orders or they got them later. Like, I'm talking about months later. It was something that never happens in our company. It happened to them.
Yeah.
Just refuse now to go to my website now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I remember that time. Yeah, it's better. It hasn't had that issue, thank God, in a long time. That was a part of transitioning to a new computer system. So hiccups happen, but clients always remember.
Yes.
And so people that order on my website like that, I always send them a thank you. And then sometimes I'll send a little gift, thank you, with a note that I have. Thank you for your online order. And it could be a perfume sample, something's easy. And I send it to them, thanking them for their online order. I wish that we could do it while it's going out, but unfortunately not.
Yeah.
And then also you're able to send them a book because they don't get a book either. If you want to send them a book.
Right.
Okay, good. Anybody else have any ideas or anything that they're doing or have a question about this part? Okay. Next, we're super excited about our VIP club. So those of you who were able to rejoin, you're on track for this beautiful Tranquility triple chain necklace. So we are in April. I mean, we're in May. So you did it in April, May, one more month, and then we order in July, we're going to get this beauty. So think about joining the VIP club because there are bonuses and perks. OMG, you should see what the perks are. We talked about them earlier, but I'm going to show you again for the recording. On your back office, VIP shopping. New members only perks. So this is exclusive for VIPs only. Look at all this wonderful VIP ordering we can do. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
And I'm imagining next month is going to change up. So
Well,
really,
change it.
huh?
I hope it doesn't change too much. I like some.
Well, if it's like this one, the clearance, you guys know about the clearance, right? Jafra clearance.
Yes.
The Jafra clearance. Oh, look at that. Oatmeal honey hand cream. That wasn't on there earlier. Okay, so this is the clearance. So the clearance will stay, a lot of stuff will stay on here until they sell out. So this is the clearance. Now, always keep in mind when you're on the clearance, whether it says commissionable or non-commissionable. Non-commissionable means that it doesn't count towards your retail. Commissionable does. So just keep that in mind. Most of the time, all your products are commissionable. A lot of times your non-product items are not. But in some instances, we do have product items like in the action that are not commissionable. But rule of thumb, most product items are commissionable. Just so you know. So anyway, I know you guys have taken advantage of this already. I know I was sharing the jumbo size of the gold earlier and I am super excited. Okay. All right. Now I want you to get your notepad out. We have a little 3 minute. Oh, hold on. I got to stop sharing for a second. Then I have to go back and add the audio. I would be so embarrassed if it didn't play. All right. Oh, I see. When I'm doing the audio is when it takes you guys off from the side. Interesting. I thought this little clip would be helpful for Hester, and you guys can go back and watch all of these episodes, but how to engage more people into our business. I thought this would be a good one based on everything we've kind of talked about so far. So it's very short. It's like 3 minutes, if that, and we'll discuss it after, and then we will end.
Hi, Gordon Hester here. I'm excited to share a couple minutes with you talking about my favorite subject, engagement. Why is it my favorite subject? Because at the end of the day, network marketing and the success of it is all about relationships. It's about building engaged critical mass. The more relationships you have, the better. And the higher level of engagement you have, the more success you're going to have in business. So if engagement is so important, I want to share with you the engagement formula and really how to master this game. So engagement is a behavioral formula, and it reads that engagement equals the triumph of hope over experience. So what it teaches you is that if you're having some bad experiences or a bad experience, what keeps you engaged is having hope that it will be different in the future. And it comes down to a really important question. Of those two variables, hope and experiences, which one matters the most? Now, I can tell you most network marketing people who are masters at hope marketing would absolutely say it's hope. Without hope, nothing happens. But it's an important thing to understand about hope. Hope is our belief system about the future. And where does that belief system get created? Through experiences. Because our brain, every moment of every day, is focused on something saying, what does this mean? And when it has a good experience, then it understands, gosh, I want more of this, and this is what creates hope. So I always tell people that business isn't about hope marketing and the mastery of that part of it. It's about the experience game. First of all, experiences have to be positive. I've never met anybody in my life that says, gosh, I want to have as many negative experiences as I can. Positive experiences is what actually fuels engagement. Beyond it being positive, it's important that it is meaningful. The experience has a high priority to them, and the experience has some kind of an emotional component, some energy in it that makes it more exciting and more powerful to them. If we do those two things right, we create hope. We create some belief system that, gosh, I can have this again, or more important, something even better. But there's an important concept in behavior, and that's that hope is a beggar. Meaning that hope requires confirmation. So if I'm going to create hope for somebody, the key to having a relationship is to turn that hope into reality. And that's the game of how you build on hope and how you build a business and engagement. And over time, what happens is, if you do that well, you elevate hope and you get something a lot more powerful, and that's called faith. And the difference between faith and hope is really simple. Hope can be defeated by experiences, but faith cannot. So I encourage you, master the engagement game. Don't get away from marketing hope, but just understand at the end of the day, it's not the hope that matters, it's how well you do it turning hope into reality.
All right, what do you guys think?
Open to reality.
Now, it's true. Experiences makes a difference, right?
Right.
Now, this is one of 8, I think, little short clips that done. Do you see what number he's on? Yeah, 8. 7 and 8 are in the QR code, but this was number 4. And number 1 and 2 are real good because they talk about customers and on a customer level too. But I thought this one was good because it was engaging more people into our business with experiences. And just like when people place an order on our websites, if I send them a thank you and a gift, that's an experience. You know, so there's hope that when they place their next order, they're going to get something in return as well. So it's as simple as that. So anyway, I hope anybody have any comments or any takeaways from that video, little short clip. Did you like it?
It was good.
Yes.
Okay, good. You can go back and listen to it as many times as you want. It is in our back office. All of them are there. So that is important. Go ahead, sweetheart. I see you holding up a book.
Here's the book that I was gonna tell
Oh,
you.
Build Big.
Big.
Yes.
This
yes.
one is for direct selling, and it talks a lot about our business and how we can make it work, you know, what to do, ideas and everything. So if you ladies want ideas, new ideas, here's this book. It's really good. I've had it for years already though, and I read it several times. Every time I want to get inspired again for something, I just go back and read. I don't know. And it's really good. So you guys want to borrow it, I can send it to you and then you guys can read it. Or if you guys want to buy your own copy, it's up to you. But I recommend that book. It's really good.
Who's the author? It's and I'm sure we can probably grab it on.
It says it's from Direct Selling Women's Alliance.
Oh, yes. Mhm.
Yeah, so it's Dearborn Trade Publishing. It doesn't have a,
It's probably got multiple authors.
yeah,
Mhm.
so
Really good. Awesome. Thank you. And you shared that in our group, and I thank you for that. That was really, really good. So, you know, anybody else can share more things like that in our group. Not a problem at all to do that. All right. But I want to leave you with this last thought. The power to change your future lies in the decisions and actions you take today. The power to change your future lies in the decisions and the actions that we take today.
yes, yeah,
So this is very, very, very important.
yeah.
All right, any last comments, anything, any takeaways? Anybody want to share one thing that they learned tonight that they're going to put into action right away?
Well, I wanted to, since Renee's back, I wanted to let her know, Renee, we congratulated you. You were the
Yes.
consultant in our group, in my group. And so we congratulate you for being number one.
Congratulations.
Mute it, unmute yourself.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, we'll let
I
you
did
see
it.
it.
Wow.
We'll let you
Me?
see it since you're back.
That's different, huh? Thank you.
Here
Yeah.
you go, right here. You were her #1 consultant, a buzzing princess bee.
Woohoo.
Good
Congratulations.
job, Renee.
Wow. That's a surprise,
Yay.
but that's
Yeah.
also encouraging.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Congratulations.
I'm trying to build great partnerships with people to help them obtain things that they want, you know.
Good.
Yeah, I'm in a partnership business.
Great.
Yes. Great.
Yeah.
That's good.
Wow.
That's a great
Keep
concept.
it going, keep it going. You'll reach VIP soon, and you're gonna be selling over $1,000 soon too.
I received that. Yeah.
Okay, I receive it too.
Hey,
Yeah,
my
there-
eucalyptus
Yeah.
tea, okay?
You know what's the advantage of
Lord.
ordering over $1,000, right?
Tell them, tell them.
You
Okay.
get free shipping, so you don't have to worry about paying shipping. It'll be free.
Really?
Yes, if you reach $1,000, the shipping is free. So that
You're kidding.
goes away.
Wow.
Yeah, now you've reached it for the month already. So your shipping is free. Your
Correct.
order 300 or more,
300 or more, it's free as well.
Yes.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's a perk.
That's
It
some
has
good.
perks.
Shipping-
Okay, so we know what's gonna happen tomorrow when I go back to my office. I'm gonna be spraying those guys, okay?
Hey, if that's what it takes, you gotta
Yeah,
do it.
I keep that spray, the men's cologne in my purse. So then I have a shower gel that I give as a gift. You know, and then they come, I need that cologne. Okay, let's place an order.
Awesome. That's how
Yes.
you do it.
But I guess I should put it in little containers though.
Yeah, that way you don't have to give up a whole one.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. That's
Mhm.
good. That's good.
I should do that. I'll find some containers.
Yes.
Get
yes.
them on Amazon. Amazon has good containers. Like go through Amazon,
Okay,
get good deals there. Because the dollar stores now, well, no longer dollar stores, but you
yeah.
get
Yeah.
a pack of 8
Five.
for $1.45, where in an Amazon you could get a pack of 50 for like a couple bucks, like $6-7.
Mhm.
Wow.
It
Much
works.
better.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I want. But
Yeah.
you know, I'd love to go down to Muscatel's one day. See
Nice.
what they have. They
Mhm.
probably have something.
They probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, then of course you have to burn gas, right? So Amazon it is.
There you go. Yeah. All right, a couple of reminders. Green by 19 is Thursday. And who knows what that means?
Have a $450 order in and paid for by the end of the 19th of the month, and you are a Green by 19 winner.
And what do you get?
A gift from your manager.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
And our next Zoom party for our district is for our Friday night with Jafra.
It's gonna be June 10th, right? But we're meeting June 7th. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. You're on it. I love it. All right, so I'll be getting that together hopefully within the next week, but we do have a little bit of time, but I want to make sure you have it at least early enough so that you know what the invitation looks like and you can start getting ready. That's why we get our books early too. If we mail our books to our clients. And your gift can be the little tear off perfume sample too, which just is the cost of mailing a book, just so you know. Or a sachet. If you have any sachets left, it could be a sachet. Yeah, something easy and flat. All right, or your gift could be free shipping on their order the day of the party.
Mhm.
And all you do is Zelle them back the shipping.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to use that one in my next one. All right. Anything else? Anything I'm missing before we stop the recording? Good? All right. Thank you for joining tonight. We're going to end the recording for those that are on the replay. We missed you.